that's a nice one. I'm not gonna bring this one up. Oh, that's a, oh. I know this is ASMR, y'all, but how am I gonna bring this up? What's up, fam? I'm on this Disney cruise, chilling, getting the fantasy. Got the ride there with me. 27 years, hanging strong. You know what I'm saying? Can't do no fishing out here, man. So I figured I might as well make a video. Say what's up. What's up, fam? You know, the key to staying healthy is making that healthy choice, that healthy decision. So no matter what, keep your mindset focused on having good health. Well, even though I'm on vacation and I'm enjoying myself, a lot of food, laying around, well, if I just kept it right there, I'll probably be 15, 20 pounds when I got back. But the key is, if you're going to have fun and enjoy yourself, also do the work to justify what you're doing. So that when you do get off vacation, you know, maybe it's about 5 pounds, you know, when you get back to the crib, go back to work. While you're on vacation, do some of the work so that you ain't tripping. And all your gains have gone to losses. So, hey, I'm out here on this deck, getting it in with these 3-foot chop waves. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm in back up a little bit. Stop for a second. Kind of bright, but yeah, some waves is up there, y'all. But we still getting it work. All right, back to my walk. We are on, the Johnson family is on the British Virgin Islands, Tortola. I don't know how to say it, y'all. Is that right, babe? Tortola. Tortola. Now, y'all know what I want to do. Why can't we just have like some rods sitting right here, a chair, you know, especially along the rocks.
Water is food.
Always. Y'all know I want to go fishing, man. Facts. A lot of time in the cruise ship, you gotta sign up for fishing, and it's to those who are world traveling on cruise line, get all the first dibs at the small boats. So I ain't never gonna get one of them. When things get booked up as soon as the booking opens. get something? What'd you get?
I got a magnet in this car.
There's the missus. Here we are on the U.S. Virgin Islands. Top of the mountain. It was a heck of a trip up here, but we have arrived. Beautiful. My swim guide is still in there?
Yeah.
I was trying to just feel for him. Yeah, man, we're here at Megan's Bay in the Virgin Islands. And we're gonna get a little wet here and see what's up. It's cold. Y'all men know what I'm talking about too, because as soon as you get to that one part, that's a freeze. You gotta drop, but it's too shallow for me to drop. Let's just take a look at the scenery. It's beautiful, y'all. Always nice to be able to enjoy the world and God's beauty. It's nothing like it. Anytime you get a chance to get out there and see this world, please see it. You just never know when your time be up. You want to be able to experience this stuff, man. There we go, y'all. Relaxing in the water. The sauce is in my mouth. I'm gonna get y'all dizzy. Like some place where King Kong be hanging. King Kong ain't got nothing on him. Good morning, fam. Sitting here on the balcony Get ready to get to Castaway Cay, which is Disney's private island. Sitting out here getting ready to read my scriptures for the morning, and I just thought I'd come in real quick. This is the last day of the cruise. Tomorrow we get off. And overall, it's definitely been a good trip. Biggest issues, of course, is the main dining, main seat. They need to do better. I think newer ships, they try to impress you more. I see you guys when I get to the beach. I might actually take out my GoPro. Hopefully you've been enjoying thus far. I will see you in a minute. And the magic of Disney. Bippity boppity boom. And just like that, I've been transformed to Castaway Cay. Don't you just love the magic of Disney? Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. Oh, wait, hello. Water pool. Well, here we are at Castaway Cay, Disney's private island. Now I need to get over to the adult side, but I'm gonna check this out first. Yes, I am. Coming to the mission. There's some soft lips.
Did you see anything?
Yeah, man, we're heading over to Serenity Bay. So I'll let y'all take a look at that and see what that ride is like. Got different parts of the island that I want to hit. Get back over here to the family side and see how the adults do this.
Go. 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 We on go mode. We on go mode. We on go. 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 My sauce, yeah, it's crazy.
What's up, fam? We are finishing up our day here at Castaway Cay. We been out in the water, had food to eat, relaxed, and enjoyed the beach. We went over to the adult side and we had they had steak, which was not choice. It had, at best, that steak was probably grade A. Select some type of lower grade to it because I got my medium rare and still wasn't that great, tough to cut. not a good cut of steak. I don't care how many steak you have. If it ain't a good cut, you can't do much with it, man. Then we had some salmon. Salmon was actually pretty good. They had some grilled salmon that was pretty good, and had a brisket sandwich. Brisket sandwich was on point. You know, that was delicious. You know, a burger is a burger. You know, wasn't bad, wasn't great, but it was a burger. Had some ribs. Yeah, ribs ain't hitting on the thing. Go for round 2, y'all, on the beautiful Castaway Key. Well, that's it, man. I'm tapping out. I'm gonna head on back, get out this heat, and get cleaned up. It's been fun. Time to get on back now. What's up, man? We back. We back on the water. On our way back to Port Canaveral. It's been a week of vacation, hanging out here on the water. This has been another special edition. Sometimes life gets hectic, and when it gets hectic, you need to steal away. So that's what we did. We stole away for a while. Like I said, the last 2 days were the best days as far as the main dining. The chef came out to see about me. If you don't know about me, I'm a cook. I'm a pit master. I know food, man, and I know when food is right, and I can explain it to you. And I explained to them, and the service felt like since they wasn't doing justice, they brought me the chef, man. For a young guy coming up, who knows, he might be a big time chef one day. What's up, fam? We back in the house, man. We are no longer on the cruise. We are no longer, well, not no longer, but we're not fishing right now. It's hot outside. I went yesterday though, but it's hot outside. I'm getting some work done in the house, but I'm in the studio, man. And this is where I do all my stuff, but from my music to my videos, this is where I am. This is my peace spot. But anyway, let me finish up with the 411 as I close this video out, this special edition. The Disney Cruise 411, Disney Fantasy is a ship that I was on. Let me say this, the Disney Fantasy after 10 plus years still looks great. You know, Disney's done a wonderful job with that, maintaining the ship, and no disappointment whatsoever on that. Cruising, everything went well on the sailing. I enjoyed the ship as far as that aspect of it. Now, when you buy a cruise, that food is vital, in my opinion. I'm a foodie, so the food has to be right. The only reason why I went back to the Disney Fantasy because the food was so banging the first time. You know, I took pictures of everything, man. I enjoyed everything. It was a great experience. So let me just run down real quick what happened. Main dining. The main dining was average and sometimes less than average. When you know food, and a lot of times you can see when it comes to the table. When the plate comes, when it's picture worthy, you're ready to take a picture. If it's not picture worthy, you ain't gonna take a picture. So I could tell because I wasn't taking no pictures, but I could see it. When you open up you take the top off of my dish and I see it's already been oxidized. In other words, air has been on it. You know, I don't know how long it's been out there, but you know, so the meat now is tight, it's restricted. Pork chop, nah. Steak, nah. You know, they missed, man. They missed big time. And for me, that's That's because you spend a lot of money. You spend a lot of money. The prices on the ships ain't changed. They back, but that hasn't changed. And so I expect a certain amount of pride in what you present, especially as Disney. When you carry that Disney brand, it's not only the Disney name and the characters, but everything that comes with it. And part of that is the food. And I heard even in the other places within Disney World, places like that, the food has kind of fell off. So they need to fix that, man. I was talking to my head server. She said they changed vendors. Some vendors went out of business during the pandemic. And I don't care how many vendors went out of business, you still should be able to find good vendors because good food is still out there. So you can't bring that as your argument to me. You can't also bring the argument that, we got to serve so many people, in these two dinner times. No, that's your model. This is what you do. So you should be efficient and proficient, at that whole process. And they just wasn't, And so I had, I complained. I said, hey, man, this ain't what's up. I'm coming here to Disney, man. This is the other part of my crew. This is why I spend the money, because I want some good quality food. That just didn't happen, man. But eventually, the last 2 nights, chef came out and made sure that my meals was right. Took me off menu. Anytime you see the chef rolling up to your table, people say, well, who's that? Who is the Reverend BigJohn, man? Don't play with me. So yeah, he rolled up and sat and talked with us, and he made things right, but still I shouldn't have to go through all that. When I spend that much money, I ought to be enjoying everything that I get. And I was ordering like two meals, man, because I didn't know which one was going to be right. That didn't happen last time. So that is lacking. They need to do better. They need to fix that up. The cabanas, that buffet area, it was still good. The crab legs is what I was smoking. And they have, stone crab, Dungeness crab, claws and stuff like that. So if I could eat crab legs every day, I would, but they too rich, y'all. They ain't gonna have me all jacked up in my system. But I definitely enjoyed those. They had a big variety of different things for you to choose from. So, that part was cool, but that's the buffet. When I go to that main dining still is what means a lot to me. And then, of course, I hate the fact that you got to pay extra to go to these other restaurants, right? For the price you pay on the Disney cruise, them restaurants should be a part of it. I think Virgin Atlantic, they got it right. They just, whatever you pay for, it covers anything. You just got to make sure you can get to the restaurant. So if you had to just take some some reservations, all right, I'll take some reservations, to make sure I can get into the restaurant and stuff like that, but shouldn't have to pay anything extra. I think that part is crazy. It's all, not to mention you got to pay for your parking when you get there. I just paid, thousands of dollars to get on the ship, and then I also got to pay to park. Come on, man. I don't even get it, but it's a part of the racket, right? Let's see. Oh, Pirate Night. Pirate Night is not the same no more, y'all. If you ain't been in a while, they don't have it no more. I mean, they still had a Pirate Night, but it just had the fireworks. After the fireworks, it's over. Well, the original Pirate Night was after the fireworks, they opened up a calabash, a pirate's feast, where we would go in, man. They had big jumbo turkey legs, crates. They had food galore, man. And that's why I went back on the cruise. Truthfully, it wasn't even the main dining. It was to get back to Pirate Night because the first time I sailed, I didn't know about Pirate Night. And that was the same night that they had lobster and steak, surf and turf. And I tore that up. They had filet mignon and lobster. I think I had 2 of each, man. So I was good and full, by the time I left the main dining that night. Then went to the fireworks things, and next thing I know, they talking about now we got a feast for y'all. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm stuffed. I can't eat. I had the late seating too for dinner, so I was like, man, so I really didn't get a chance to enjoy the Pirate Night the way I wanted to, simply because I was full. This time I wasn't nowhere near full because the food was whack in the main dining. But then they didn't have and trust me, I was waiting, and when my server told me that there was no more Pirate Night, I thought I was being punked, man. I thought somebody was playing with me. I said, no, you lying, man. That's why I'm here. He said, no, they stopped it, man. Somebody said like they was wasting a lot of food. I said, well, you might be wasting a lot of food because you ain't, people who don't know that they about to have a feast. So, man, that was a huge disappointment, man. So I went there, and that was not the ticket, y'all. Yeah, I think I cried, man. I didn't cry, but I wanted to cry. But I know that Pirate Night was everything. And I mean, them turkey legs, jumbo turkey legs. Oh, come on, man. Somebody talk to me. Please talk to me. Ain't nothing I can do about that, though. You know, it is what it is. I know now they don't have it no more. Okay, let me move on. So we went to Tortola, British Virgin Islands, and we went to St. Thomas Virgin Islands. And on Tortola, I just went on my own, went out to the pier, hung out a little bit, came back to the ship, kind of, stayed on the ship and did stuff like that in the ship. And then St. Thomas came, and I had an excursion for St. Thomas. And, I was looking forward to it because I didn't do anything for the British Virgin Islands. So we went on this St. Thomas ultimate excursion tour where they picked us up. They took us all the way up to the top of the mountain to the scenic spot so we could see everything that was going on the mountain. We could see Megan's Bay where we were going, to swimming after we finished the top of the sightseeing tour. So that was cool. Then we got down to Megan's Bay, which was beautiful, beautiful ocean, beautiful body of water, beautiful beach. And, we only had 2 hours there. So it was like 2 hours there and like a half an hour up to the mountain and down back to the beach. And then we're supposed to have 2 hours of shopping and dining and things of that nature. I figured we're going to go to some spot, with some nice restaurants and some shops and things of that nature where we can kind of, like going to a Tangier outlet, one of them outlets or something like that. Man, this was a scam. This was a scam, bro. Disney ought to be ashamed of themselves. They know what this trip, and I can't believe people did not complain about this trip before, and tell me right now. That can't be the case. They took us, first of all, they dropped us off with this lady who gave us this spiel about this being the best place that all our cruise members and past cruise passengers have voted on as being the best place to come to and see. So I'm looking for, all right, let me go see what they're talking about, right? I get, she walks me through these canals and these alleyways, and we come to this jewelry store. And she said, well, all right, well, this is it. We're here for 2 hours, and then when your bus comes back, we'll load back up and we'll, get you back to the ship. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, once again, am I being punked? I must be being punked, man, because what I'm going to do for 2 hours in a jewelry store? I ain't buying no jewelry. So I said, all right, well, look, all right, I get it. You got me here. You got all that money for bringing all of these people here. I know how the game works. So I said, well, look, let me go ahead and let me find a place to eat. And I can sit there and eat, 2 hours. I can find me something to eat, chill, me and the fam, and wait till it's time for the bus to leave. All right, so as I start walking down these streets, I mean, everybody and their mama trying to sell me some jewelry. I mean, the whole place is a jewelry district. That's the only real shops that's there. There's a restaurant sprinkled here and there. But of course, none of them was jumping. And some of them you got to go down an alley to get there. And I'm like, when I'm in a foreign country, some places, I'm like, I ain't trying. Like, if it was dark, I really wouldn't have walked down there. And so I'm like, man, I am not waiting here for 2 hours. So I went back to the jewelry shop. Hey, look, lady, I don't know what this is, but you got to get me out of there. I said, yeah, well, put me on an earlier bus. So they got me on an earlier bus. It wasn't but about 30 minutes earlier. And that's because the bus came late. But anyway, got back to the ship. When I get back to the ship, I didn't notice it on the way out, but right there at the St. Thomas a docking place, there's a whole bunch of restaurants and shops right there. So they could have actually left me on the beach for 3 to 4 hours. I would have enjoyed that. And they just dropped me back off at the pier. Then I could have went shopping and ate plenty of restaurants, all the food sitting right there. I'm like, man, I learned, I learned from this one. All these excursions ain't what they cracked up to be, y'all. 411, I'm just letting you know. Do it at your own risk. So all in all, man, I think I was disappointed in the food, and the excursion. Everything else I think was good. Everything else was cool. I enjoyed my room. I enjoyed the ship. I had my son, he enjoyed it. He stayed with the chicken because, they got these little other spots, with chicken tenders and French fries and burgers. Kids love that stuff. So they stayed there on that. They got fruit stations and ice cream. And so, I mean, like I said, there are other things, but I'm a main dining kind of dude. I want the food. It'd be a while probably if I be back on the Disney cruise again. My wife wants to go to Alaska, so I'll have to see. Because my brother said the food is on Royal Caribbean and the Carnival ain't hitting on anything. So if Disney was in trouble, I can only imagine. He said the only place one that really has good food is Virgin Atlantic. He's a Johnson, so I got to take him at his word for that. But yeah, man, that's my 411. I'm still out there fishing. My show is coming this fall. Starting in October, you'll start seeing everything that I've been doing. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Continue to. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Make sure and subscribe. Hit that like button. That like button is important, man. If you like it, hit the like. Likes, they free. They free. Subscribing is free. It don't cost you nothing. I can see if I think I got a good show. If not, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. But that's my 411 on my Disney cruise, my vacation. Went down to Myrtle Beach, had a great time in Myrtle Beach. And I'm back here taking care of business, writing, making music, writing, editing videos, closing out my special edition. That is the last special edition for this year. The next time you'll see me on camera will be when the season starts. The Reverend BigJohn Backyard Fishing Show, along with my 7 or less, and maybe some ASMR sprinkled here. What y'all think about the ASMRs? You like them? I don't know. I do. I don't have to say anything. I just get to fish, man. I just get to fish and see. So anyway, you know what time it is. It's Rev BigJohn. Always remember to keep the Lord centered and keep your lines tight. God bless. I'll see you soon. October be here before you know it. God bless.